and welcome to the Digital Dialogues powered by CXO Digital Funds. Ladies and gentlemen, in this episode, we're going to learn about how the role of the CISO has evolved significantly over the past few decades. With the proliferation of digital technologies and the increasing frequency of cyber attacks, companies of all sizes recognize the need for counter strategies. The Chief Information Security Officer focuses on conducting risk assessments, identifying vulnerabilities, and implementing controls to mitigate potential threats. In addition to these technical areas, the CISO also plays a key role in communicating security risks and strategies to stakeholders. And in today's episode, we're going to discuss more around the evolving role of CISOs. For this conversation, I'm going to invite somebody whose expertise lies in developing and implementing comprehensive security strategies to protect organizations from cyber threats, and has devoted his career to ensuring organizational information security and resilience through collaborative leadership, high-impact strategies, and leveraging leading-edge technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I welcome Mr. Naseem Halder, Head of Cybersecurity and Compliance at Slice.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
So Naseem, my first question to you as we start on this conversation is that we've seen the role of a CISO evolve by what it was a few years ago. And today, the kind of responsibility that CISOs handle is completely different than what it was before. How has it been evolving and what's the impact that it has on CISOs in general?
Well, I'd say, most of my career, gone through BFSI domain. For BFSI, I have seen, security become a feature of the product. If your product don't have this feature, your product will fail. Let's say it's a UPI, it's a bank transaction, it's insurance, your insurance, your claim processing. If you don't have this feature, you cannot launch your product, right? So, the feature of the product is being, I would say, it's a mandatory requirement. And additionally, we have our regulators, considering RBI and, our IRD and CB. They are always there to guide you, to support you, to create your benchmark. So, it's the starting point of CISO become a regulatory requirement, then become a good to, become a good to have, then regulatory requirement. Today, it's a mandate requirement for sustainability of the organization as well. So that's how I have seen this thing.
Absolutely. And with this evolution of the CISO's role, we see that there is a lot of, responsibility that rests on the CISO's shoulders. It's become front and center because the expanding attack surface in this entire digital landscape. I need to speak about it. Since the position of the CISO within the organization has evolved, how do you see people's perception about the CISO and the kind of, responsibilities that the CISO handles within the organization?
I'd say, CISO is not only for secure your business. Nowadays, CISOs are also playing a huge role to improve your business. At the same time, I have some business development as well, right? Wherever you are going to have an integration with a big bank or any big insurance company, they will check your complete security posture. And today we call it supply chain relationship, right? Or supply chain risk as well. So that is also, I would say one of the part where business is growing, and all the CISOs are part of this journey to grow the business for the company as well. So that is one more role I've seen, today's CISOs are doing.
And with strengthening the security posture of the organization and of course lead to the kind of business outcomes that an organization really wants to achieve. As the CISO has become front and center of all of this. And we've also seen people's perception about the CISO change, like you just mentioned. How do you think that the CISO can communicate with the board? Because especially, that's non-technical in their understanding of things. So how can a CISO effectively communicate the risk factors and the necessary steps that an organization needs to take in order to be resilient and promise the kind of business continuity that one would look for?
Great. I would say, in my experience, I have seen the board members are very, very good with numbers. I would say that's also the right tool to convince them, right tool to pass your message to them. You have to tell, okay, if this is happened, what will be the loss number? If you give the right number and how this number has been calculated, then your job is done. And this number also lead you to get the right budget for it. So number for number.
Fantastic. Number for number is the way to go. That's actually a good piece of advice, and I think most of us should kind of engrave that. And the one message that you would like to give both to any organization when we are interacting with CISO. If there's one message, what would it be?
I'd say is close the back. There is a code for all of us that don't lie to your doctors, your I would say advocates. I would say don't hide things from the CISOs. They will be the same here if something goes wrong. If you tell this information in the last moment, last time, it will be difficult for them to safeguard. So it's always better tell them the fact in the first one. They will plan something. Might be they will base on different game over there to mitigate or to have a different way, but they will always have a second plan or plan B ready about something wrong.
Absolutely. It is totally a war out there, and CISOs are your knights that actually go into the battlefield to get you the kind of result and combat against those threats. So if they don't understand what you're exposed to and if you hide it, things could be very wrong on that front. Well, that's a brilliant piece of advice there, Naseem, and I would agree more on that piece. Thank you very much for having this lovely conversation with me. It was a pleasure having you here and the kind of insights that we've been able to uncover in this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had Naseem Halder share some amazing insights with all of us and take us through that brilliant piece. So, thank you very much all for tuning in, and we'll keep bringing such conversations to you more often. Thank you
very much.